So hello students, today we are going to start our next chapter of class 8, that is chapter number 3, polygons. Okay, so in today's video we are going to learn about introduction to polygons. Okay, so let us start the chapter. Now in the very start, before learning the polygons, let us try to understand what is a curve. Okay, so what is curve? A curve, it is a set of points drawn without removing or lifting the pencil or a pen. Okay, now for example, now this I have drawn without lifting, sorry, this I have drawn without lifting, so it is a curve. Okay, suppose if I am drawing like this, so this one is also a curve. Okay, anything which you draw, okay, is what? A curve. This is also a curve. Okay, now so what is a curve? Again, let us revise it. It is a set of points drawn without removing or lifting the pencil. Okay, now let us see types of curves. Okay, so next topic is types of curves. There are two types of curve. First one is open curve, another one is closed curve. Okay, let us see it one by one. Now what is an open curve? A curve that have different start and end point is called as an open curve. For example, in this figure you can see that if you draw a curve in this way, P is a starting point, Q is the end point. So this curve is having different starting and end point. So this is an example of open curve. Here in this curve also you can see that the curve is starting from A and then it is ending at point B. So this is also an example of an open curve. Here also you can see that the curve starts from X and then it ends at Y. So in all this example it can be seen that the starting point and the end points are different. So such a figure or such a curve whose starting and end points are different is known as an open curve. Okay, now let us move towards the closed curve. Okay, so now what is a closed curve? A closed curve, a curve that have same start and end point is called as a closed curve. Now if you look at this figure, it is starting from here, it goes and again it ends at the same point. Let us consider one more figure. Suppose if I start here, if I go round and round and then I come again over here, so my start and end point both are here. Okay, so I can say that this one is also curve. Okay, but what type of curve? It is a closed curve. Why? Because the start and the end points are same. Similarly in this figure, if you start from this point, if you go in this way and again we come to the same point, so a curve is a form. But what type of curve? It is a closed curve. Here also it can be seen that the starting and finishing points are same, so this is an also example of a closed curve. Okay, so hope you must have understood that what is open curve and closed curve. Now let us move to next type, a simple closed curve. Now what is a simple closed curve? So if you look at these two figures, it can be seen that both are curves, both are closed. Why? Because the starting and the end points may be same over here. It can be seen there are no separate start and end point. Okay, so we consider that these are a closed curve. Now why they are considered as a simple curve? Because if you see that this curve does not cross itself anywhere. If it start from this point, it goes and end here. So cross means, if suppose we consider, if I start from this point, I go in this way and then I cross and come over here. So now this is a closed curve. This one, sorry. So this one is a closed curve. Why? Starting and end points are same, but the curve is crossing itself here. Okay, in these two figures they are not crossing. Okay, so we consider that these two figures are what? They are simple closed curve. Okay, so what is a simple closed curve? A closed curve in which the curve does not cross itself. Okay, then now next we are going to learn the region of the curve. Okay, now what is region of the curve? So when you draw a curve, a closed curve, the given region is divided into three regions. Okay, the given plane surface, this one is a total plane surface, it is divided into three regions: the interior of the curve, the exterior of the curve, and the boundary of the curve. For example, here we can say that x is present inside the curve or in the interior of the curve. Point y is present out of the curve, or we can say that it is present at the exterior of the curve. Now if you look at this point z, it is present on the curve. Okay, on the curve means we can say that it is present on the boundary of the curve. Okay, so these are region of the curves. Okay, now let us move forward. Now the main topic of this chapter, that is polygons. Okay, now what are polygons? First let us see its definition. So a polygon is nothing but a simple closed curve, but here it is made up of what? Line segments. Yes, that is important. What? It is made up of line segments. Okay, so a simple closed curve, now we have already learned what is closed curve, but if it is made up of line segments, then we say that it is a polygon. Okay, so now here in this figure you can see that now this one is a closed curve. Okay, now this closed curve is made up of what? Line segments. Okay, so for example, this one is line segment, this one is also a line segment, third line segment, and the fourth line segment. Each of these line segments are known as sides. Okay, now where these two sides meet each other, that point or that is known as vertex. What they are known as? Vertex. Okay, so here in this figure there are four vertex. Why? Because here these two sides meet at this point P, these two sides meet at point Q, similarly R and S. Okay, so for this figure there are how many vertex? There are four vertices, we can say, that is plural form. Okay, so what is vertex? Where two sides meet each other, that point is known as the vertex. Okay, now let us move forward to the classification of polygons. Okay, now based on the number of sides, okay, what things are necessary? Number of sides or vertices. Okay, now the polygons can be classified as, for example, if a polygon, if it has three sides, then it is known as a triangle. If it has four sides, 1 2 3 4, then it is known as a quadrilateral. If it is having five sides, then it is known as pentagon. Six sides, then hexagon. Okay, here this word gons means sides. Okay, so what is a pentagon? Pentagon means a figure with five sides. Hexagon means a figure with six sides. Then heptagon, a figure with seven sides. Octagon, nonagon, and decagon, and so on. So in this way we can classify the polygons based on the number of sides. Okay, now our next topic, that is types of polygons. Okay, so the polygon, there are two types of polygons. First one is concave polygon. Now what is a concave polygon? Before that, polygons means a closed figure which is made up of line segments. Okay, now concave polygon means a polygon in which at least one of the angle is more than 180 degree is called as concave polygon. For example, if you look at this figure, now this is a figure having 1 2 3 4 5 6 sides. Okay, so what must be the name of this figure if it is having six sides? Yes, it is a hexagon. Okay, now in this figure it can be seen that the angles which are marked in green, okay, these all angles, their values are less than 180. Okay, but if you look at this angle E, it is marked with red. Why? Because if you count it from here till here, it seems to be more than 180. Okay, so this figure is having one angle with measure more than 180, so it is known as a concave polygon. Okay, so make it clear, what is a concave polygon? A polygon in which at least one angle, okay, is more than 180, then such a polygon is known as concave polygon. Now let us move towards a convex polygon. Now what will be convex polygon? Okay, so just let me make here some corrections. Okay, now what is a convex polygon? So polygon in which each angle is less than 180 degree is known as a convex polygon. Now here in this figure we can see that angle A. Okay, first the figure, is it a polygon? Yes, it is a closed figure made up of line segments, so it is a polygon. Now how many sides it is having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since it is having 5 sides, then what must be the name of this figure? Yes, it is a pentagon. Okay, now in this pentagon we can see that each of the angles which are marked in green are less than 180 degree. Okay, since the given polygon has all the angles less than 180 degree, so it is known as a convex polygon. Okay, now hope this topic must be clear to you people. Now last topic which we are going to learn today, that is regular polygon and irregular polygon. Now when a polygon is said to be regular, so if a polygon having all sides equal and all angles equal, then it is known as a regular polygon. For example, if you look at this triangle, this indications, it shows that the value of this all sides, the length of these all sides, they are equal, and this marking shows that the measure of all angles are equal. So you can consider that if angle A is a 60 degree, so because of this same marking we can directly say that angle B will also be 60 degree, angle C will also be 60 degree. So we can say that this figure is having, all of them are having same angles. Okay, or the measure of each angle is same. Now this marking indicates that if the length of A to C is suppose 4 centimeter, then the length of A to B will also be 4 centimeter. The length of B to C, it will be also 4 centimeter. Okay, now in this figure it can be seen that all sides are of equal length, all angles are having same measures, so we can say that the given figure is a regular polygon. Okay, now what must be a irregular polygon? Irregular means a polygon which does not have, or which do not have equal sides and equal angles is known as irregular polygon. For example, now in this figure it can be seen that here and here these two sides are having same marking, but these two sides are having different marking. Okay, so we can consider that, suppose if the length of this side is 4 centimeter, that is A to B, so we cannot say that B to C is also same, it must be different. Okay, so let us consider that B to C, if it is 5 centimeter, then now this and this are same, so directly we can say that the distance of AD will be also 5 centimeter, and because of this marking, if AB is 4 centimeter, so CD is also 4 centimeter. Similarly, here angle B and D are same, C and A are equal or same, but this seems to be opposite, sorry, this seems to be different. Okay, suppose if the value of angle B is 50 degree, then only D will be 50 degree. Why? Because they both are having same marking. Okay, if the value of angle C is 70 degree, then this should also be how much? 70 degree. Okay, so here it can be seen that all sides are not equal, all angles are not equal, so it is a polygon. But what type of polygon? Irregular polygon. Okay, so hope you must have understood up till here. Let us revise it once again what we have learned. So we have started with, yes, curve. So what is a curve? It is a set of points drawn without lifting the pencil. Okay, then we have learned about types of curve: open curve and closed curve. When the curve is said to be open, if they have different starting and end point. When it is said to be closed, if they have same starting and end point. Then we have learned simple closed curve. So a curve, if it does not cross each other, cross itself, then it is known as a simple closed curve. Okay, here this and this are example of simple closed curve. Okay, the next we have learned a region of curve. Okay, so a given curve divides the plane into three regions: interior, exterior and boundary. Okay, the next we have learned about polygons. So what is a polygon? It is a closed figure made up of line segments. Then we have learned that each of the line segment is known as side, and where two line segments join each other or meet each other, that point is known as vertex. Okay, then we have learned classification of polygons. So based on the number of sides, the polygons can be classified as triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon and so on. Then we have learned about types of polygons. So there are two types of polygons: concave and convex. Concave means if at least one angle is more than 180, then the given polygon is known as concave polygon. If all angles are less than 180, then it is known as convex polygon. Then finally we have learned about regular and irregular polygon. A regular polygon means it is having all angles equal, all sides equal. Irregular means it has different angles and different sides. Okay, so this much is enough for today. Thank you.